Good morning, everyone. Okay, we'll continue our book reading this morning. The Toyota Way to Service Excellence by Jeffrey K. Leica and Karen Ross. Okay, we are still in chapter 6, which said micro principles. And yesterday we looked at making daily management visual in an aircraft engine. That is on principle 7. And principle 7 says manage visually to see actual versus standard. Today on page 212, we're looking at principle 8, which says build in quality. Rather, I'll take that again. Build in quality at each step. Build in quality at each step. Our previous pages have taught us or showed us how to build in standard in every organization, in every company, and at every department. Today on principle 8 is going to be telling us more about building in quality at each step. So Toyota became famous for its policy of stopping the lines when there is a quality problem. What became known as the Andor system began with a very practical problem with Sakichi Toyoda working to develop a fully automatic loom. As the loom became more automatic, humans did not need to do much more than loading thread and unload clothes. Yet, people had to stand by the machines to watch in case a single thread broke, which would lead to defective clothes. Toyota had a very strict policy of not wasting people's time and felt that this was a case where the person was subservient to the machine when the machine should be serving the person. As Toyota president Eiji Toyoda later explained, a person's life is an accumulation of time. Just 1 hour is equivalent to a person's life. Employees provide their precious hours of excuse me. Excuse me. Employees provide their precious hours of life to the company, so we have to use it effectively. Otherwise, we are wasting their lives. To free up the person, Sakachi Toyoda developed a mechanical line stopping method that causes the loom to stop itself when a single thread broke. However, with many noisy looms operating at once, it could be difficult to tell that a loom had stopped. Thus, Sakachi introduced the Ando, a metal flag that popped up when the loom stopped itself, in essence saying, "Help me." Toyota Ando is Toyota Ando in assembly is a more elaborate system of lights and sensor. When the assembly workers pulls a cord, a light identifies that workstation's light up calls for help. The team leader has seconds to get to the station to see what is going on and has the right to decide to pull the cord again and override the line stop. If the car passes into the next work zone without the team leader, handle literally means a light and is a form of visual control, like a traffic light. All the lights are green when everything is okay. The light for process 3 turns yellow, which means the handle cord has been pulled and there is some abnormalities, but the line keeps moving. When the car enters the zone of the next process, the light for 3 will turn red, meaning the line has been stopped. The standard within Toyota and much of the world, green is go, red is stop, and yellow is in between. Stopping the line for any of out of standard condition is rather dramatic. Talk to Toyota managers and workers about their first experience pulling the cord, and they will describe feeling reluctant and nervous, with many of the symptoms of severe stress. Announcing to the world there is a problem is seldom welcomed, but Toyota has built a culture that honors those who find problems. A problem is a buried treasure, we hear. Having an elaborate system of sensors and lights is not the main issue here. What is most important is building a culture of people who immediately alert leaders to any problem they notice, and having a help chain in place so that well-trained people respond immediately to contain the problem and then solve it. The problem is not contained within a process. One segment of the line stops and the problem is escalated to the group leader. If a small buffer of cars leading to the next work group empties, then the manager gets involved. Everyone has a role to play to support production when there is an abnormality. This culture has been painstakingly built in Toyota, and the more recently it has been introduced in the labs of the Henry Ford health system. Okay, this is where we'll stop for our reading today. It said build in quality at each step. So each step, each process, each procedure needs quality at every time. In the process of trying to build in this quality and you find out that there is a problem or there is a hitch, there are things you can literally do to alert your leader or alert your supervisor or alert who is in charge, to let them know that there is a problem that needs quick solution or that needs attention. So the purpose and the summary of principle is today, building in each quality at each step, is actually to create a culture of people who immediately alert leaders or who immediately see problems and know that they need help, as in they need a solution, they need someone to solve that problem. With this kind of mindset or with this kind of culture in an organization, you see that quality is being built in at each step, because nothing is left, no problem is identified and left like that. There's always a solution for everything. They are always looking for solutions to the problems that they are encountering each day and in each step that they are going through. So this is where we'll stop for our reading today. Thank you.